Hey there, I'm William at Architect Knowhow, and thank you for connecting with us here today on our YouTube channel. Now, reaching the end of your architectural studies and completing your 2 years of practical training is a significant milestone for every aspiring architect. This journey, of course, only concludes with the successful completion of your Part 3 professional practice exam, of which your case study is a crucial element in that process. Now, in this episode, we will discuss critical incidents for inclusion in your case study and explore some examples to help you better understand their significance and indeed their importance too. So I know from my experience in coaching graduates who are preparing their case study submissions, they often struggle to identify project events as actual critical events. Now, of course, I don't mean critical, they're disastrous. They're just critical events is an expression used to define something that of significance happened during your selected project process. And you're bringing those to the attention to discuss. Now, some graduates may dismiss certain events related to their particular selected project as insignificant or sometimes even irrelevant, when in fact, with a bit of guidance and assistance, these events can be developed into compelling critical incidents that fulfill the necessary criteria. Today, we're going to discuss that key element when preparing a competent Part 3 case study submission, namely highlighting a critical incident for what it is, or an event for what it is. So this episode will guide you through the process of identifying, analysing and presenting a critical incident in the first instance, and then to make it more engaging and meaningful and impactful with regard to your particular case study project. So what is the importance of critical incidents? So a critical incident may present itself within an architectural project in a number of different ways, and I will take you through some examples to help you put some context around this particular topic. So what exactly is a critical incident, and why is it important to include them in your Part 3 case study? Well, first let's discuss what a critical incident is. A critical incident then is an event or a situation that significantly impacted your case study project. It may have led to unexpected challenges. It may have required innovative solutions as a consequence, and of course will provide valuable lessons by default to the new practitioner, which is namely you, of course. So a critical incident then is a key event or moment that significantly influenced your project or the decision-making process employed by you individually or the design team which you were part of. So including these incidents or events in your case study demonstrates your ability to critically analyse and reflect on your work, highlighting, of course, your problem-solving skills and adaptability. So by discussing and referring to critical incidents in your case study, you provide valuable insights into your thought process as an architect in practice, your professional development, and your understanding of project events when they occur, all of which are essential components for a successful case study submission. To identify a critical incident, I would ask you to reflect back on your project and consider the following questions. They're very simple questions really, but it just forms the basis for you to maybe home in on certain things that might have occurred in your project, and it just helps to maybe gel some incidents that occurred. So were there any unsuspected challenges or issues that you had to address during the project? And secondly, did you have to make any crucial decisions that impacted on the project's outcome? And thirdly, were there any conflicts or disagreements that required resolution? Now, as you ponder these questions, look back for a situation or situations even that stand out as a turning point and thereby a learning opportunity for you. I know from working with architectural graduates on their case studies, I'm often told, oh, nothing really happened with my project, all went well, or it was a simple project really, and simple project to manage. Now, in my own professional career and in private practice for over 38 years, I've been involved in designing and delivering too many architectural projects to know that is never the case. I've never known a project not to have an event or two of some sort which had some kind of impact on the project. Now, it didn't have to be a disastrous effect, it didn't have to be an insignificant thing, but it was an event. It was something that took place that was worthy of just bringing that to your attention, and I expect there is something that you can refer to in your project. Now, admittedly, some events can be more serious than others, but that is not the point here. The point here is for you to highlight that event as an incident and develop and explain it for the purposes of including it in your case study submission. During my consultations with graduates, and as we review and discuss various aspects of their projects and examine the progression of the various stages, I ask questions about specific details surrounding those stages. Now, in the course of conversation, graduates may casually mention to me, or they will refer to a particular happening, an issue, or an occasion relating to their project, which I will focus on immediately, because it'll ring a bell for me. These moments can indeed be revelatory. That is, when I can identify these occurrences as critical incidents for the graduates, and they're usually worth exploring further, potentially including them in their case study as valid examples.